All right, boys, are you ready for another grand recording?
No, not really.
Oh, well, that's good, actually, because I was going to tell us that we can't start yet.
Oh, thank God. I need to pee so bad.
Yeah, honestly, fantastic. Yeah, we need to, honestly, I don't know how long we got to wait. I'm expecting a package, and it hasn't shown up yet.
All right, I'm done.
So,
we can get the show on the road now.
Nope, I still don't have my package, actually. So
what kind of package would
I've
you
got
order?
your package.
I ordered tear gas because, like the theme of the episode, for those keeping track at home, is we're ranking sad moments, and I just thought, like, hey, getting us into the spirit of things. But yeah, I don't have the tear gas.
And I don't think you should, personally.
That's what you needed it for? Oh, I've got some Vicks Vapor Rub right here.
Oh shit, really? Wait,
yeah, we can achieve the same. We can achieve the same effect with this.
Vicks makes you cry?
You put it like right underneath your eyes.
I mean, I've done that before. I don't know. Maybe I was just.
Is that safe?
Also,
am I okay to do that?
Also, I rubbed all of your hands in jalapeno while you were napping.
Oh no, my eyes! Oh God, it burns!
There it is.
Now that will make you cry.
Oh God. Okay, I think I'm in the mood. I'm in the moment now.
Time to start.
So anyway, we're doing a tier list about sad moments in One Piece, pre-time skip only, because we're trying to be in and out of here in an hour, and by we I mean me. So
it's still not going to happen.
I didn't know we were doing
but...
that. Love that for us.
Yeah, it still won't
happen that way. I feel bad for listeners that they want that 3 hour fucking that 3 hour listen.
Well, that's what
right,
our upcoming spoiler cast is for. As soon as I catch up on 50 chapters and schedule that,
you better do that soon.
I love how you're announcing that that's happening, and you're also not done with the homework, so I wouldn't get anyone's hopes up.
Yeah,
well, I mean, it's the intention is there, and it's coming eventually. Listen, you haven't had a spoiler cast in a year. What's a couple more weeks or months?
Yeah.
We'll get it before 2026. I'm sure. I promise. I think.
Right.
It's like Voldemort. Maybe you shouldn't mention he who shall not be named in passing unless you plan to do something about it in like the near future.
There is a plan. I plan to read 50 plus chapters of One Piece manga.
There is a plan. It just hasn't actually been done.
It hasn't been executed,
capacity.
bro. But there is a plan. It's in place. It just hasn't been executed upon.
There's been zero execution whatsoever, but the plan is not even written. It's in my head.
What's there to write down? Read manga chapters. What? That's always paper.
Yeah, but that's been on your to-do list for months.
Right. Well, hold on. It's been a couple weeks. Like, should I theoretically have caught and been keeping up? Yeah, sure, but everyone falls off the wagon sometimes. It was only recently where I went, we haven't done a spoiler cast in a while, haven't we? And Brendan was like, yeah, I think you're right.
This conversation was like 6 months ago.
I didn't say I think you're right. I was like, yeah, no, this is right. We have not done a spoiler cast. Well, to be fair, 6 months ago, I didn't feel like we were ready. Now I think we're a little ready. A bit's happened between now and 6 months ago.
It's like a couple of things.
This is like a couple of semi-important
like 5 bullet points
events.
worth of stuff,
Yeah.
A couple more than 5, I'd say.
Like 7,
7 might be right. That might be the correct number, actually. I feel pretty good about
tier
7.
list here. Sad emo moments in One Piece pre-time skip. In descending order, our tiers are My Kokoro, and then we have Crazy in Espanol.
Granny Kokoro.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, Granny Kokoro? Question mark.
Then we have somebody cried. Not me though.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have not sad, but, and I wanted to finish that sentence, but I wasn't sure what it should end on. That's intended for moments that are like, I don't know, just literally anything that's not sad but still moved me in a way. And then our final list here is didn't feel a thing.
I don't want to feel a thing. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go.
Not sad but memorable. I mean, what's right? Yeah, memorable's good. I like memorable.
Works for me.
We're gonna edit the category live, folks.
Hell yeah.
This is how
Doing it
sausage gets
live.
made. Yet again.
All right, I'm down with this.
All right, beautiful.
I like it.
So do we want to go in order as I've listed these pictures very meticulously twice over, or we just want to jump around? Cool, great,
I think we do the order that we are given. I feel good about that. And also a good note for the audience. So this list, what does it have? Like 21, 27 items, something like that?
27, 28.
27, 28 items. All items were curated by none other than Justin here. And also only in pre-time skip. There are no salty, sad moments in the post time skip. This is a pre-time skip special.
I
As
don't
of
think
right
I
now.
honestly feel like we could do the second half of this tier list once we finish this upcoming arc, whenever the fuck we do that.
I think that's a fair judgment as well. Yes, I can see that.
Oh, we're content maxing. Only keep the pre-time skip now stuff now, so we can do post-time skip later.
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know if we'll ever have... We're still going to be waiting a minute before we can go through an entire post-time skip.
Well, it doesn't have to be entire, but what does pre-time skip encompass? 400-ish episodes?
Yeah.
512, I think, yeah.
We're, like, not terribly far away from that same number post-time skip.
Yeah, so, this time next year...
we aren't. This time next year, we will be at that number. We will have watched the series pre-time skip twice this time next year.
Yeah. All right, so first moment on the docket here is our boy, hold on, I almost said Ace, Shanks. Saving Luffy from the King of the Sea, or whatever they call it, King of the East.
The King... Lord of the Ocean, I think.
Lord
is
of
what
the
it
Ocean,
is.
there we go.
Yeah,
Saving Luffy
like
and sacrificing his arm in the process.
Lord of the Coast,
Lord
me.
of
I just
Coast,
remembered.
there we go.
Yeah, this is I think this is my hot take on this. I think it's darling. Anytime I see the animators reference it in OPs or flashbacks, I feel something. I think areas of this franchise go harder than this moment in time.
I agree.
In my humble opinion.
So what are you advocating for?
I think this is either very, very high somebody cried or low cries in Spanice. That's where I stand on this moment in time.
Wow, that's so much higher than I thought you were going for.
You do not have a hot take. I have a hot take.
Okay.
This is... you know, when we talked about this initially, I thought to myself, there's probably not much that I'm going to think of as bottom tier or low tier stuff, because a lot of it generally has some worth behind it. This is this show's version of Sasuke killing his entire family at this point. I don't.
Okay. Oh no.
This moment doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like even at the beginning when you first see it, it's like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like it doesn't make me feel much other than, damn, this guy just sacrificed his arm for a kid. And then you see it a dozen more times throughout the show. I am gonna put this at didn't feel a thing.
Wow. Okay. I don't know about all that, brother.
Ooh.
That's a yikes.
All right, so I'm gonna split it down the middle, I guess, because I was gonna put this in not sad but memorable.
Well, I think I feel like that's where it lands just by like averaging at this point.
I mean, it's a memorable moment because it's like the first, I don't know, big moment of the show, I guess. So like by definition,
yes.
I guess that is where it should go. But at this point, I'm just so numb to it. I don't feel anything anymore for this moment.
That's such a yikes. I feel so sorry for you. No, I still feel for it. I'm just like, I only feel for it when it's referenced, not when I'm like exposed to it like live. When I'm exposed to it live, I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I know this bit. I've seen it a few times.
Not me, fam. All right, but it sounds like it's going in memorable.
All right, put it in memorable. Wow, that's already a bit of an upset.
Starting off strong.
Starting off real strong. Protagonist of the franchise. His first big emotional moment. Take it or leave it.
Garbage.
Garbage. All right, moving on. Who's next on the list, Justin?
All right, next up on the list is us finding out about Kuina's death. And Zoro clearly not taking it well.
For the folks at home, in case it's unclear, I believe this entire list is going to be in order in the franchise. So if there's a memorable moment that we don't put on the tier list and you missed it or we missed it, let us know and call us filthy animals. We love that engagement.
Yeah, blame Justin.
And you can reach out to us at panascience@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or socials.
So Kuina, I think... You know, it's so hard, man. In real life, I think this would be an absolute tragedy. The anime did it somewhat justice, but I have to be... I feel like I'm in the same boat as Luffy here again. The series has moments that go harder or more tragic. At the end of the day, Zoro only lost a friend, which is like bad, But then you look at some of the other things that people have gone through, and you're like, right. I'm going to say it's not sad. I'm going to say low somebody cried is where I want to put this.
I agree with Brendan mostly. I don't know if it's going to be low somebody cried, but I think it's a somebody cried tier. Like, I definitely cared about this when it happened and on episode 2 or 3 or whatever. But as time goes on, One Piece just knows how to make shit hurt a lot more. And maybe it's because I get older and I relate to certain things more, or whatever the case is. So yeah, I basically agree with what Brendan said. I think it belongs in that same tier. I don't know about low end though, but we have time to adjust.
I'm looking at like low. I think I'm at like low somebody cried, top of not sad but memorable.
Ooh.
Ooh boy! I mean, I heard 3 somebody cried. Is all I'm saying.
That's what I heard. That's where he's going.
I think it has to go in somebody cried just because of that. But like, yeah, I mean, I felt a little bad for Zoro in this moment. But the problem is we don't spend a lot of time here. You know, before or after. It's just it's almost just a thing that's mentioned as part of Zoro's shaky, not shaky, but thin backstory. You know, like there's not a lot to it other than this, and he wants to be the greatest swordsman.
And I think that's a fucking tragedy, Oda. You do something about this. You can fix this. You can flesh my character out, bro. Same. But I'm glad we came to a consensus. Moving on to one that I think we might actually have some hot takes for. Next moment up is during Sanji's childhood flashback with Zeph on that floating rock in the ocean, where Sanji realizes Zeph gave him all this food and saw him starving, skin and bones.
Yes. So cries in Spanish, and I won't settle for anything less.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I agree.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, cries in Spanish.
This actually upsets me now to this day as an adult.
Yes, absolutely. I feel trauma just witnessing it in times.
I think I mostly agree. That feels pretty good. It's a memorable moment. It's intense. It's not completely gut-wrenching like some stuff is, but it is definitely a moment where when revisited, you go, fuck, man. And then you remember that in the manga, he actually eats his leg and not just loses it in the like he does in the anime, and you go, fuck, man.
Fuck me, brother.
Oh shit.
Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm glad we could all agree on that.
Now, here's my TED Talk. Next moment up is us having a flashback to childhood Usopp taking care of his sick/dying mother. And in my heart of hearts, this is a somebody cries in Spanish because I'm still angry about this to this day. Because fuck Yasopp, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you. This
I can't believe I'm getting support on this. Holy shit.
Cries in Spanish with what it's up against. I can understand that, but yes, I believe this belongs in cries in Spanish.
Christian, your thoughts?
He's like, nah, dude.
Do I just maybe I don't have feelings.
My man, my boy, listen to me. Okay, is there a lot of Usopp love in my heart? And is that biasing me? Yes, I'm beyond a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, moving on to the point. My boy here took care of his only next of kin after being abandoned by his other predominant figure, parental figure, and after finding the only way to make his dying mother happy, and then she passed away, my man doesn't even, have a shred of disdain towards the old man that abandoned them. And I'm heartbroken over it. It breaks my heart all the time, period.
Tell him, Brendan, tell him.
Thank you. I told him.
You know, I love that for you. And I love, for you too, Justin. I don't know that I have the same love for it. This for me, this is somebody cried for me personally. Like it is sad, and I recognize what you're saying is true in that Usopp's backstory with his mom and dad especially is tough. It's real tough for young Usopp there. But this is another moment where I'm like, we didn't spend enough time here for me to get super emotionally attached in this moment. So I am personally a somebody cried guy, but
all right,
you
my
guys are
only
in
counter
cries
will
And
be
the somebody
Spanish.
is me and Brendan, apparently.
Somebody is being read. I request it must at least go above Zoro in this
Oh,
particular
don't
moment
worry.
in time.
It's going in behind Zeph.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with like bottom of cries in Spanish tier if it makes you feel better.
Fair. That's a fine a fine gauge here. I love
Listen,
that.
me and Brendan already overruled you via 2-1. We were just being polite and asking for your thoughts.
Well, I mean, he was ready to
we're
put
still
it in somebody.
averaging.
He was ready to put it in somebody cried. I was going to agree that above Zoro, definitely.
Why is your conviction so weak? So
my conviction is weak.
I'm willing to concede, but on cries in Spanish. But there's going to be a lot of other shit going here. This might be metagaming too much, but just looking at the rest of the field, man, like it's not gonna. It doesn't hold a candle to a lot of this.
That's where I feel like part of this is going to be hard too. Like I'm struggling to have a normalization ahead of the curve here because I feel like they can't all just go in my Kokoro.
Yeah,
like some of them have to beat out the rest.
That's where I'm at. You know what?
In fact,
I'm changing my mind. I need this and somebody cried.
What? I think I need it and somebody cried now.
Wait, hello? How did he just talk you down from this? What the fuck just happened?
He did.
The lethality of all of the other, almost all of the other stuff that's on this tier list. I'm like, bro, we're gonna have a cries in Spanish in my Kokoro that is just a mile long, and there's gonna be nothing else on the rest of it. I'm trying to average them against each other.
Which I think is why it's beneficial to go in order from the beginning, because of that natural distance in time and whatever, we're gonna theoretically feel less emotion toward these moments.
All right, well, I'm just going to say I've now been 2-1 on Christian's side. It goes above Zoro when somebody cries.
How the fuck, bro?
Look, we always talk about adjusting tier lists as we go and then basically never do it at the end. I'm doing it on this one.
You hate to see it.
It's gonna happen on this one because we're gonna get to a point where we have 10 things and crying in Spanish, and I'm gonna be like, bro, I can't. Like, we can't keep just throwing stuff in here.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's how much we feel for those things. And it's appropriate, all right? Maybe that's how good One Piece is at retching our hearts out and squeezing them violently.
Right.
This is just Brendan propaganda.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Give him back that $5. I see you sliding him money. Give that back, Justin. Get that shit out of here.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, next moving on moment here is the moment our poor gal, one of the top tier moms, Belmere, getting godded by what's this guy's name? Cody Jones Jr.
Brother, it's Arlong.
No. Arlong. I was like, I wanted to make him fucking figure it out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I would
have sat here for the rest of the episode.
What's her mom's name? What's the lady's name?
Belmere. I said her
first.
She's memorable. Arlong. Okay. You know what's funny? Spoiler alert. The next moment it involves the walk to Arlong Park, and I would have said the words Arlong Park, and then been like, who's this fishman guy?
So anyway, what was that guy's name?
What was that guy's name?
But yeah, Arlong
was
kills
that like
Belmere.
shark guy? Why was he hanging out in Arlong Park? The Arlong Park.
The Arlong Park. That's a weird way of saying Hody.
Such a weird spelling for Hody Jones. Anyway, yeah. So this moment is certifiable cries in Spanish. I think below Sanji though.
I agree.
Oh, very
certifiable
interesting.
cries in Spanish.
That strikes me as an interesting take. I want to be honest.
Why is that?
Below starving Sanji is Nami's adopted mother dying in front of her violently.
No. She was able to at least make the decision for her children. Listen, there's a lot of like layers to how I'm gauging this too. Is it objectively a terrifyingly traumatic moment in time? Yes, of course. So what I'm gauging it on is suffrage. Nami suffered. Belmere at least got to choose her battle here and got to choose her children. There's a W in there. There's a small W in that. And I'm not saying it's like, a healthy W, but it's a W nonetheless.
This feels arbitrary.
Therefore, Sanji suffered more.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm making arbitrary rules.
Your system very flawed. There are 2 character deaths on this list that are below 2 people who don't die. Those people,
but suffering sucks.
Yeah, but they suffered more. They lost people. They didn't lose their lives in this. They just starved for 2 months.
Well, so where are you going to put them then? Are you going to put her even fucking higher?
I was thinking my Kokoro, to be honest with you.
You know, that's crazy because I feel like I remember you
so your
being
argument
really
against my
upset
logic
about
is that hold on, Justin, stop talking. I want the talking stick back. Your argument against my logic is that Brandon, well, there are dead people on this that are further down the ladder. Oh, but for some reason that Bellamere has to be below people who have survived or whatever. And then your argument is, she died, therefore she must all go all the way to the top.
No. That's not what I
your
said.
Argument.
That's not what I said. This moment is much sadder than the other 2 moments where people died because we spent time with her and Nami and Nojiko on that island watching what happened. Now, Justin, I'm going to address your point. I agree. At the time, I was annoyed with Bellamere and her decision because she could have lived and been with her parents, been with her children, and it wouldn't have had to be sad. I still stand by that, but that doesn't make it any less sad. It is still sad that she died and that Nami and Nojiko had to witness that.
I just don't think I can put this in my Kokoro. That's where I stand.
I will drop it to Cries in Spanish, but I want it above Sanji.
Ooh.
All right, Justin, where do you stand?
I'm gonna be real. Zev's leading the charge. He's the gatekeeper of my Kokoro.
That's fucking crazy.
Something about people just starving to death. Like they
didn't die.
They didn't. Okay, fine. Just people starving in general.
Starve
Is a thing that
my dude went through torture for like 2 months, and he's like, but Bellamere got shot.
It's not just about that. What are you fucking talking about? You had a whole sermon about how Usopp's family was the worst thing ever. We spent 10 minutes on this scene. You made all of these assumptions about Usopp and his family for a 5-minute scene.
Christian, did the tear gas come? Because I think I taste the salt in your tears.
No, that's the fucking jalapeno making my asshole spicy.
Put it where it belongs, Justin. It's going below Sanji.
You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are crazy.
My boy right now. Apes strong together.
I hope you guys get fucking flamed in a week when this hits the live the podcast feed.
Let it be.
You guys are gonna eat
happen.
shit for this one, except with the Sanji stands.
The Sanji stands will save us. Yeah, the Sanji stands will be on our
because they'll do anything for him. But everyone else will shit on you, and I promise you.
All right. Anyway, this next one, Christian, I think this next one will either surprise you or it'll be the the victory that you need.
The next moment is the moment Nami finally asks Luffy for help right before they walk to Arlong Park. You know, Luffy offers his hat to Nami for safekeeping, and it was a hot take. I feel like as time has gone on, my feelings toward this moment have dwindled. This is feeling like a somebody cried moment for me.
Insane.
Like, hi.
You're fucking crazy.
That's crazy. No, this is my Kokoro for me for sure. This is the moment where all the buildup from Bellamere finally reaches a real climax that people can gravitate towards. Because when Bellamere ends, it's just the gateway to more suffrage. But we haven't even gotten to the really suffering part. Now we spent the rest of her fucking life as a prisoner. And then all comes this stretchy motherfucker right here and goes, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And she's dumbfounded. She doesn't even feel relief yet until, later she walks over to the park and sees everyone like struggling. This is my Kokoro for sure.
I agree. I agree with him. This one's even more impactful to me than Bellamere, because he's right. This is the Bellamere's death backstory is the build up to this moment, and it's the first of all the moments in One Piece. This is like the one people point to at the beginning of the series, and they want they go. You want to see some sad ass shit? Let me get you to this part, and then tell me if you like this show still or not.
Yeah. This is the hard cut that I give people. If I'm like, hey, if you never tried One Piece, get to that 38 episode cutoff where Nami's stuff ends. And if you're still not into it, trust me, you're not gonna get much better on it.
There's a chance, but you need significant investment.
I feel like I don't disagree with you on paper. It's just like, bro, I'm just not feeling it right now. I don't know if that's just time or maybe I am the problem, first of all, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Our next scene here is the moment Chopper's reindeer family brutally kick him out of the herd or whatever you call a group of reindeer.
Yeah.
This is cries in Spanish for me. I still hate Chopper's dad.
Bottom of the parents tier list.
You would have thought I'm gonna be the contrarian here. This is not the part of Chopper's backstory that I think back on as the moment that I fell in love with this stupid fucking reindeer. This is just like another, dime a dozen. Oh, it's another orphan, folks. I'm gonna say,
okay, orphan is when your parents die. That does not happen when your parents kick you out of the house brutally.
I don't know how to tell you this, Justin. The vast majority of orphans were given up at birth, some other point in life.
What a statistic did you drop on this podcast?
I don't know what else to tell you.
It's just how it is, brother.
It's just how it is, brother. I am going to be the super contrarian here, I feel, and say this belongs in not sad but memorable.
Ooh. I'm feeling right down the middle, to be honest with you. I think it's a somebody cried. This is not a cries in Spanish. There is a moment, I agree with Brendan, that is more impactful, more meaningful than this. That is not on this list. And because it's not on this list, I'm just gonna say it. Well, the other part of his backstory. Into the next one. I mean, it's more or less baked into the next one, where the specific moment I'm talking about is when Hirula kicks Chopper out of his house. Like that's more sad than this.
Yes.
It's not on this list, and I would put that in cries in Spanish. This is gonna go in somebody cried for me.
Fine, where are we putting it?
I mean, if it were up to me, I'd put it at the top. But
say no more.
Yeah, you can put it at the top.
I think it's. Oh, okay. I thought for sure I'd get outruled at least on one top one.
I don't think it belongs at the top. I think it should go one place back. But that's just me personally.
Yeah, that's the take I expected.
Actually, wait. Are we averaging?
Actually, hold on.
Did my vote even go into the ring at all? Oh no, because I did not say it memorable.
Yeah.
Justin said cries in Spanish, and then you said somebody. I don't know, man. I think one down feels fair here.
I hear you. Saying. I'm currently debating it. Hold on. Which side of the hill am I lying on? I'm going top or bottom here. A lot of my emotions between these two moments we're thinking about is how much I hate their dads, and so I'm currently asking myself,
they have
which
a lot
dad
going
do
for
I
them.
hate more? Do I hate
Which
reindeer dad or
more?
Yasopp more in this moment?
Definitely hate reindeer dad.
Yeah.
Not only abandoned his kid, but actively made sure the child knew that he hated him.
Yeah.
All right, this is right. I feel right about this.
Excellent.
Okay, fine. We can settle on this.
All right. A moment coming up next that I don't think any of us will disagree on, I think.
I feel like that has already been the case on one or two of these, and we have disagreed on almost every turn except for
surely
Maiko
this is
Nami.
the moment. This is the moment.
We already had one with Nami, but I have what I assume is going to be the cake here, but
and that moment is Hirula cheersing and saying, "I've lived a marvelous life," right before he goes boom.
Yeah, we've missed two important moments for me personally, but it would be very Drum Island bloated if we included them. So I'm just gonna bake them all into this. The two moments I'm thinking of are when Hirula kicks Chopper out. That's fucking sad. And then when Choppy comes back with the fucking mushroom to heal Hirula. That broken ass boy will always just tear me to shreds. And then we have Hirula here as he cheers the heavens, knowing he's about to die after having consumed the deadly poisonous mushroom soup so that he could just make Chopper happy. I'm going to choose to bake all of those into this one item. And that therefore makes this the top of my Kokoro for me personally, as of this moment in time.
I agree. Christian, what say you?
Yeah, Bob, that makes the three of us.
Oh my God, we did it. Congratulations.
I've never been shy about my love for Drum Island and how much it made me cry all the time. I would also put on this list, at the risk of making it too bloated, like Brendan said, I would put the moment that the cherry blossoms are fired off at the very end of the arc.
Oh damn, motherfucker, you're right. He's right though.
that also has a place in my Kokoro in my own personal tier list, but because we have to kind of temper.
It's got good fucking writing.
So
Who would have
many good moments. So many good
the arc with
moments.
with the fucking with Wapple.
I know. Notice how he's not involved in any of them, like
Right,
directly
yeah,
anyway.
That's very true.
You know, he's indirectly related to these moments, but the impact has nothing to do with his presence.
All right, moving on here. Our next moment is our Straw Hat friends saying goodbye to Vivi in their own unique way at the end of Alabasta, where the crew raise their arms with their back turned to her with their I forgot what they drew on their hands.
The X's.
The X's. It was one part. Hey, this is how we know we're not clones of Bon Clay. But more importantly, this is a sign of our friendship. We're family.
I'm just gonna lead us off here. This is another My Kokoro moment.
Really?
Really?
I would probably put it personally at the bottom. Like it's definitely up there in terms of moments that this show does just so exceedingly well. I'm not like a super fan of Alabasta. Alabasta is great, and I'm not. Also, maybe I should be more specific and say that like Vivi's not my favorite character either. But this moment for them where they have to say goodbye to someone and like they meet someone, they don't end up joining the crew, and you have this thing that's been a symbol for them throughout the entire arc, basically paying off in the final moments like this, and then the music swells. And all of them are just there. And also it's like one of the best screenshots for posters and background screenshot backgrounds that this show has. And I just, it hits, man. I'm an advocate for the bottom of my Kokoro tier.
Wow. Okay. So was not expecting someone to aim that high for or vouch that hard for this moment. Gonna be real.
I'm gonna use this as an opportunity here. So listen, all I'm saying is based on what's left, what is still upcoming, and where we've placed things, what I'm gonna say is gonna sound really wild. I'm putting this in Didn't Feel a Thing.
Wow, okay, hold on.
That was very wild. We went to the opposite end of the spectrum.
I hear everything you're saying, Christian, and I totally agree with you. I feel like my flowchart right now is trying to gauge what makes me weep or what makes me feel like characters are going through trauma. In this moment, this is just a happy time. This is a great time for all.
You're like valuing the sad stuff over the happy stuff.
You're right. You're absolutely. I am creating a bias, and my flowchart is probably poor for that exact reason. And for that reason, again, is why I'm putting it in Didn't Feel a Thing.
That's crazy talk.
That is crazy.
I may have shot too high by putting it in my Kokoro, but you have shot way lower than I shot higher, I think.
Nothing's going in Didn't Feel a Thing if this doesn't, is all I'm saying. Literally everything else in front of us, nothing is landing in Didn't Feel a Thing.
I would have put two of these things that are already on this list in Didn't Feel a Thing if it were up to me.
That's crazy.
Hold on. Why am I so worried about feeling a tear? Fuck that noise.
That's true. you don't have to feel like you have to feel it.
Is I was gonna say Slid Down the Middle with Somebody Cried, but I think but hold on, let me I feel like this is maybe a not sad but memorable. Yeah, this is a not sad but memorable.
Damn.
Wow.
And I think that means it still gets averaged to Somebody Cried. It still gets averaged to Somebody Cried.
Bottom of Somebody Cried is like okay for me, but I think it's better than those three. But you guys have rated it so goddamn low.
I'll put it at the top of Somebody Cried if it really means that much to you. I think in general, if you're saying it goes in my Kokoro.
Somebody Cried.
Oh well, shit.
Actually, it could go.
Put it above Usopp and Zoro at least. Put it above Usopp and Zoro. Give him a bone.
No, this is definitely bottom. At most, you can maybe persuade me it goes before Zoro.
Put it above Zoro then.
Sure. Wow. This tier list has turned out far more controversial than I thought.
Hey, and
but
can I tell
good.
you, Christian? Justin, please say the next one.
Thanks. I really needed a light.
Yeah, so for the exact same reason, Didn't Feel a Thing. It's a cool moment, people. It is not a dramatic, sad moment. It's when Sanji sacrifices himself, as he do, to protect your boy and girl from Eneru. I love it. It's a great moment
And
in
should
time.
have died.
It is. Shut up. Now you're just not. Fuck you. I should have said my Kokoro just to spite your ass. Anyway, it's in Didn't Feel a Thing because it's just a great moment in time. It is not a, oh my God, it just makes my heart yearn. No, it just ain't. It ain't. I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy.
This is neither a happy or sad cry moment. This is just like, oh, he said he did the one-liner thing, but a little cooler.
Agreed.
Didn't Feel a Thing feels perfect.
Great.
Fantastic.
Unlike that last moment, we have a very emotional moment where Luffy and our boy Usopp here fight, and this is basically the night that Usopp well, I mean, okay, the moment in the picture is them fighting on the Going Merry, but I guess because it's such like a huge moment in of itself, you could also throw in the emotional weight of the actual fight they have, and then Usopp subsequently leaving / getting kicked from the crew.
Y'all don't even need to ask me where I'm putting this. Y'all really don't need to bring it up, but like if you wanna.
This is a sad but memorable for you too?
No, not even a little bit. No,
so it's lower. You didn't feel a thing.
Oh, okay.
No,
that makes sense.
it's fuck you. It's in my Kokoro. How dare you? Why are you trying to break my heart like this? I gravitate to this conflict probably more than I should, A, and B, more importantly, more than any other emotional conflict in this series. By a long shot. This is my Kokoro. This is my Kokoro.
This is his Roman Empire.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, and it is a heart wrencher where we're getting this moment of infighting between members of the crew we've never seen before. I just don't have the same attachment to especially Usopp that you do. And while
which I recognize.
This is a meaningful moment. I am a solid this is like a somebody cried moment, like at best for me.
Whoa.
I don't know.
God.
Like I'm tempted to put it in sad but memorable, but this is like a somebody cried for me.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I do not necessarily feel as emotionally invested to put it in my Kokoro, but it's definitely a cries in Spanish for me. Where what I'm currently asking myself is, do I feel more for it over starving Zepp and Sanji? And I don't think I do. I think it's right below that, though.
Even if you did, I feel like if we're gonna average as of right now, I feel like the only fair average is to put it below Bellemere. Is that a fair assessment of the current scenario? Because Christian wants to rate it lower than he currently is. I think he's throwing me a bone.
I'm okay with it going at the bottom of cries in Spanish because I was willing to put it at the top of somebody cried because I do think it is better than all of those other moments. But yeah, this is okay. I can let it slip up one tier higher for that.
Wow, then I feel like I know where we're going with the next one. The next moment here is Luffy. God, why am I saying Luffy? Frankie and Usopp kind of having their war of words and maybe a little bit of fisticuffs in Frankie's base, where Frankie basically like pulls apart the Going Merry to prove to Usopp, like, you can't fix this ship. This ship is donezo. And I think this is the moment where maybe Usopp starts recognizing the reality of the Merry situation and starts coming to terms with it. I think this is a cries in Spanish right below the last moment we just ranked of Usopp and Luffy fighting. I think like there is something about Frankie just tearing apart the ship board by board and Usopp going crazy that like just sticks with me.
I agree with you. I genuinely do. But for the life of me, I feel that this is still probably, it's just not in the same extreme as the Luffy versus Usopp moment. That it's a battle of ideals, it's a battle of will, it's a battle of worth, and Usopp finally recognizing, because Frankie was a stubborn motherfucker, recognizing that the ship really has lost a significant amount of worth and that it wasn't all about him. It's an important moment. I just don't think by that point I was in the emotional state to be gravitated towards the conflict that the way they handled that conflict did not hit me like Luffy versus Usopp. Therefore, I'm putting it in not sad but memorable.
What the fuck?
I know. Crazy. See,
Actually.
I have takes. I
See,
I agree with
I can
this
be
one.
spontaneous. You want spontaneous? Look at this right here. Look at this opinion. Right?
look at this hot opinion. See everybody. I thought this through. I know. I agree. I think this is not sad but memorable for me.
That's
I like
it's an important conflict. It is an important. Usopp needed to see somehow that the fucking fight that he had with Luffy was not about his worth. It was about the fact that Mary was literally fucking falling apart, and we got that here. Unfortunately, it just isn't like the tear jerking kind of conflict that I think we need in order to put it higher in this list.
Yeah. I will say I would advocate for it being above Shanks personally, but
I'd advocate for it to be above Shanks. I would also put it above Shanks for me. Yeah. I would agree with that.
But yeah, I pretty much agree with everything Brennan said. This is good. This is good stuff. It's good watching, but I'm not sitting there like I saw the picture of this, and while I was looking at it before we started, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what? I don't even I really struggled for like a couple of minutes to try and remember what exactly this moment was. And then when I finally kind of remembered it, I went, oh, okay. Yeah, I guess this deserves to be here, kind of.
That's wild. But, you know,
I'm going to be so fucking for real, though. I don't know how I feel about the next one. I'm going to need some help.
Okay. The next moment here is the moment Tom gets arrested by the world government, and it's right after Frankie basically denounces his battle Frankies.
His battle Frankies, yeah, the warships that he made. The
I think in a point to like to absorb any of the guilt that was being pinned on Tom, and then Tom like punches Frankie, and then he's also fighting the government. Well, no, Frankie's fighting the government, but also so is Tom, but then Tom also punches Frankie, which was actually a really mind-blowing thing. And then Tom gets stabbed because Frankie did his shit. And then Tom has his like in 1-to-1 with Frankie in the middle of all this chaos. And he's like, listen to me. Don't you ever say that shit ever again. If you built something, you better be fucking proud of it. I don't care what just happened. And this is a cries in Spanish moment for me too. It's man, I was not okay during that scene.
I'm gonna break your heart here, Justin.
God damn it.
This is a not sad but memorable for me.
Whoa.
I agree that the whole sequence is important for the development of Tom and Frankie, and it is impactful. I remember there are in the scope of things that One Piece has made quote wise, I actually remember Tom's quote as like one of the higher, like ones that I always remember and keep in mind. Like if things you make, you made it, you gotta at least love it, even if nobody else does. I don't really know why that particular quote sticks with me so hard yet, but it always has ever since then. And for that reason, I think I have to put it in sad but memorable. But it didn't really make me feel exceedingly sad to put it in like anything higher than that.
Justin, I think I am also about to break your heart because I feel as though Christian has articulated my exact thoughts. This is another standalone memorable moment in time. It is not a moment that I think back and go, God damn, man, I can't believe it, as I sob in my chair. It just isn't.
God damn it.
I am also not sad but memorable.
All right, where are we putting it?
I'd put it at the top.
So I'd put it at the top. I would put it at the top. Yeah, I'd say this beats out the Usopp Frankie stuff for sure.
All right. Next moment, moving on, we have little baby Nico Robin finally meeting her mother Olvia as they're being bombarded by a buster call, and her mom is basically saying goodbye.
Ooh,
I'm gonna just say what I'm gonna say. This is a somebody cried moment for me.
This is a somebody cried. Justin, we are on two different extremes of the spectrum tonight, brother.
I don't know. You guys lined up on a few occasions early on, especially.
Somebody cried as her whole world literally blows up in front of her. Okay, hold on. Can I ask a question? Are we ranking this from Robin's perspective or Olvia's perspective? Actually, who cares?
It's all arbitrary.
Spanish. In my mind, this is at least a cries in Spanish. That's me. That's me personally.
I think I gotta agree with him. I love everything. Look, this is some of that backstory is slightly marred by the fact that Robin's mom is not like that good of a mom in the first place. But it still does make me feel more things than your average One Piece sad moment.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Justin. I have to say cries in Spanish. Final answer.
Yeah, same here.
Bottom of cries in Spanish.
Shit.
We meet in the middle.
I see. Well, moving on to a moment that actually made me fucking cry. It's Robin saying she wants to live finally.
Right.
We know where this goes.
I feel like this is a unanimous pick. The only question is where.
It's the top of my Kokoro. This has been etched into the forefront of my mind.
Is it the top?
This is more sad than its hero looks
these moments
send off.
Yeah, it's look.
It hits in Japanese. It hits in English.
It does. I mean, but I think it hits in English all the time anyway.
I think it
doesn't mean anything to me.
I think a lot of these moments probably hit in both languages. To be fair,
you know what? I want to hear this in Spanish. Please hold. Have you open the next tab?
No, do it on your time. Do it on your time. Get back to the tier list.
I think that for me, this is an easy top of my Kokoro for me. There now, admittedly, like with Usopp for Brendan, there's a little bit of bias here just because I like Robin's character more. And both of these moments, it tears me apart because both of these moments are moments that I will always go to as some of my favorites in the show. Hero Luck blowing himself up and Robin saying she wants to live. I think that Robin's backstory leading to this moment has more weight for me personally, like by a little bit, not a large margin, but a little bit
by a little bit
over Hero Luck. So I'm a solid top of the tier for me.
This moment, like I remember where I was when I watched this happen. Like
Same,
that's
brother.
how just this moment is part of me. When I die, this moment will be in my heart and in my soul.
This moment in time was actually probably this and the Usopp fight back in Water 7 were the two instances in time. So like I think I mentioned a few times, but I'll give a refresher. Once upon a time when I was watching One Piece and the dub was coming out, they were on Water 7 and I had caught up. I actually skipped the rest of Water 7 and started Thriller Bark in sub just to like get the knowledge of the franchise, but I didn't want to spoil the dub version of Water 7. So I didn't know what happens at the end of Water 7. I just like accepted that Water 7 was going to end with a happy ending and have none of the context for how. And then I started Thriller Bark. That was really what had happened to me back in the day. And man, I remember where I was when the Robin episodes came out. Dog, like that shit was fire. I was like, I made the best fucking decision ever.
Where were you, Justin?
I was watching Toonami, bro. Back in, I don't know what year it was, unfortunately, but I was watching Toonami. I was home.
Respect.
And then just, I can't remember the voice actress's name all of a sudden.
Stephanie Young.
Stephanie Young's voice just peeking through my speakers and Robin's voice cracking as she says, I want to live. Take me with you. And I'm just here like, yes, I also want to live.
Mm-hmm. Very touching. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my bed.
Love that for you. Really, brother.
I was on my bed watching on my laptop. My story not nearly as memorable as you guys. I was in the same place. I watched basically 99% of my episodes.
All right, Justin, what's next?
Next moment is another gut wrencher, if you ask me.
Yeah, this better be unanimous, and the only fucking outlier I think is going to be fucking Christian in the back. I don't know. He's a wild card sometimes. This better be fucking unanimous.
It is the Viking funeral for the Going Merry. And man, I still remember some of the words that Luffy said to Mary on her way out, and then also the Mary speaking back to them, bro. That shit hurt.
It hurts so good every time.
So anyway, not sad but memorable, right?
Wait, what?
Motherfucker. Is that a real take? Is that a real take?
No, it's not a real take.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's my Kokoro. I would personally put it between Hero Luck and Nami.
Oh, I would put it between Hero Luck and Robin at the very least.
I'm not like hung up on it, so whatever Justin decides is fine by me.
I think it's between Hero Luck and Robin. Excuse me, Nami.
Okay.
Wow.
I think it's close.
How dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to me?
I think I just really vibe with Hero Look's position in that moment. Hero Look is just barely holding it down. You know, that moment just means a lot to me. His words echo in my soul. But for an actual not sad but memorable moment, nothing happened.
Didn't feel a thing because nothing happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually, you're right.
nothing did happen. So, like, truly, it should be the bottom of didn't feel a thing because literally nothing
no,
happened.
I think it was better in the other one. Actually, I think you should put it at the bottom of didn't feel a thing.
No, I agree. I think it's better than the Sanji thing for sure.
Okay, this one I think might actually predictably we'll have different takes on this moment in terms of placement, but I think we all agree this moment is fucking awful.
Yes.
It is Brook being the last surviving member of his crew moments before he dies. He's watching all of his friends go out one by one, dropping to the fucking floor as they're playing instruments until they are not anymore. Man, that shit sucked. And I think personally I would put it cries in Spanish, maybe just above Nico Robin meeting her mom, or having her moment with her.
I agree with your tier, but I would put it at the top. I think Brook watching all of his friends die as they play Binks's Brew for the last time is very easily better than all of the rest of that. I don't think it's better than the stuff that's in Kokoro, but it's kind of close. I don't know.
I think it's very close. You could persuade me to put it in my Kokoro. In fact, I feel like I've said this on several spoiler casts. So spoiler, Christian. We've like debated like who has the saddest backstory or who has like the most awful backstory. I've said on more than one occasion. I think me personally, Robin has, at least at first glance, the saddest backstory of the main line Straw Hat crew members. However, I think Brook's backstory would just suck the most. But I still think Robin's makes me cry more. That being said, it's hard, man. I could put him in my Kokoro at the bottom of my Kokoro or at the top of Cries in Spanish, but I think he belongs in one of the two.
Yeah.
I think he deserves to be the gatekeeper of my Kokoro by sitting at the top of Cries in Spanish.
I'm gonna say something that I don't know if it's gonna be if it's gonna be a bad take or not. I'm kind of just thinking about it for the first time since we've got all of this laid out in front of us. I think Nami's moment carries more weight just because it was the first moment of the series that this happens. I think that
I don't think
Brook's
I don't
moment,
think you're wrong for that.
I think Brook's moment is objectively sadder and more emotional than Nami's moment is. Nami's moment just carries more weight because it's the beginning of the series.
I don't know about more emotional. I think it depends. Emotional as in a watcher or emotional as like somebody who's going through the shit?
I would say for someone going through it for sure.
Yes.
The watcher depends on the person.
Correct. That's where I stand too. That's why I feel like they're gatekeeping each other. I could put them on either side of the same coin.
Yeah.
I think we've basically just argued ourselves into a swap here. Brook bumps up one and Nami bumps down one.
Well, hold on. I wasn't saying all that.
I don't hate this though.
Oh my god.
He might hate it. This is my understanding what your conversation was.
I hate it a little bit.
You hate it because it's the beginning of the show. You got all this nostalgia glasses for it.
Brother, it's okay to have a little bit of nostalgia glasses. Why is that a problem? I'm ranking it based on the writing that we have been exposed to at its current basis. And I'm like, wow, that's really impressive that you wrote something that made me feel like that in some of your earliest points in your work. I really respect that. I'll give it a couple extra points for that. Why not?
That's fine. That's I'm just pointing it out. I'm making it known.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. So I mean, I'm sad. I don't think it should be in cries in Spanish. I think it objectively belongs in my Kokoro. But I'll sit back if we're committed to this. I'll sit back. We got what 7 more things to go through.
I think my problem is I can be persuaded with whatever whatchamacallit tier is gonna be in. But if it's going to be in cries in Spanish, something about it being above starving Zeph and Sanji does not sit right with me. I think I am permanently settled in on Zeph and Sanji being the top of cries in Spanish permanently.
No, they can't. It can't.
I know. Brooke clears them. I'm sorry.
No, he's talking about Nami.
Oh, Nami clears that for sure.
Like if this is gonna be here, I gotta move it one down.
No, you're insane.
Or I move it back up here. But this guy's staying right here.
I don't understand. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
No, yeah, below Zeph and Sanji is crazy.
Listen, I
can leave it
I
like
think
this.
Just put it at the top. Put it at the top of cries in Spanish. Just do it. Fucking rip the band.
Just kill him. Just kill him.
No.
And
Rip
Brendan's
that
misery. Do it.
No.
Yes.
Thank you. Just let it happen.
Thank you. Feel
dude.
the power surge through you. Take those nostalgia glasses off and see the world for what it is.
All right, Justin, what's next before you change your mind?
Another man in tears and in shambles. Our moment here is Luffy just groveling in the ground at Bartholomew Kuma's feet as Kuma just bops all of his friends away. And I think you can't really see in this image, and by really I mean not at all, but I believe the line that Luffy's saying here is, I couldn't save a single one of my friends, or something along those lines.
Yes.
This shit is my Kokoro for me. The waves fucking Luffy he's just rolling in the dirt because he's so frustrated he doesn't know what to do with himself or the situation. So it's definitely my Kokoro moment. Now it's just not a matter of where.
What say you, Christian?
Well, I'm doing that metagame thing again, where I'm looking at the rest of it and going like, damn, how much does it weigh against what we have already and what the rest of the field looks like? And I think that, man, I think.
Do you want me to be the contrarian first? I think it's top of somebody cried.
Oh,
what?
Really? I was gonna say cries in Spanish and put it like, I don't know, somewhere in the middle, but
I think I am also metagaming and potentially too hard, but I don't care because I'm already in too deep. I think it's top of somebody cried. Only because my man is suffering, but like, he only suffers for like an afternoon. Like, he'll be fine.
What do you mean?
He landed at Amazon Lily, and then he was like, "Oh, well, I guess I got to get back to Sabaody. We'll all meet up together soon, I'm sure." Like, you didn't flinch.
Yeah, but for those couple of moments, it was the worst shit of his life ever.
I agree. I don't disagree. Again, I'm just listen. We're playing. We're making a tier list.
So
all right?
hard, to be clear. What the fuck? I'll put it at the bottom of cries in Spanish before you hurt me anymore.
I think I know which tier is going to have a lot of answers.
Damn. I'm like still debating. I don't know. Brendan almost brings up a like semi-decent point where I'm like,
no!
I'm like reevaluating too.
No!
Is that sadder than Nico Robin and her mom's moment?
This is the worst day of my life.
I'm gonna say, you know, like Brendan ripping the Band-Aid off with Nami. I'm gonna say put it at the top of somebody cried for me.
You people.
My God, we did it. We
suck.
did it.
You fucking suck.
I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry I had to do it to you.
Well, no, I gotta ask myself what happens next. The next moment here is Ace dies and Luffy's psyche breaks.
Well, that's obviously my Kokoro cries in Spanish, but like the one before
you say
it was
obviously,
like,
but I don't think we're all going to agree on this. I don't know.
That is a permanent trauma for the remainder of your existence. Being separated from your friends for an afternoon is not that big of a deal.
It was like 2 years. What do you mean an afternoon?
All right, hold on. Yeah, let's not.
Well, in Luffy's mind, it was an afternoon. And then he was like, well, I guess we should do 2 years.
Yeah, after a whole war. After this happens, then they decide on 2 years.
All right, strike my last 2 minutes from the record. I'll stand by everything else I said prior. But anyway, moving back to this moment in time.
Oh boy.
Yes, Luffy losing a brother is traumatic and horrifying. It belongs in my Kokoro Cries in Spanish. I don't even care where. Honestly, it's somewhere. It's
You're
in that
saying
list.
2 different tiers.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
He's saying he will not settle for anything less.
Oh yeah, that's
correct.
That's fine. I mean, I think that this is personally this is a Cries in Spanish moment.
I agree.
And I would put it between Nami and Zeph.
Do I agree with that?
I respect that. I respect that take.
Fuck it. Guess here we go.
Now, I just want to point out that Justin confidently said Cries in Spanish. So just to make sure that everyone at home is aware of his flowchart, he's fine with having an actual blood relative die right in front of him brutally before being separated from his friends after a long night out. That's his definition of high trauma.
A long night out.
I'll say it like this. It's clearly a numbers game. 1 loss compared to 7, the math is mathing.
But it's not really a loss, though. It's more just like see you again.
You want to
soon.
play the numbers game. He knew Ace for a lot longer than those people on his crew.
Just saying.
I don't know, man. I think time and repetition have numbed me to Ace's death. Also, maybe all the memes.
Yikes!
Right?
Welcome to Shanks for me. I personally, can I be honest with you? I agree that for me, in reality, this is probably a somebody cried moment. I'm putting it in Cries in Spanish tier because I recognize the emotional weight of this in regard to the show and Luffy. But me as a viewer, you
were mad as shit. I remember
this was a somebody cried moment.
You were you and Devin were like, "Why the fuck did you do that? That was dumb."
Yeah,
I do remember that.
I also just didn't care that much for Ace as a character in general. He was the big brother.
I do remember that, and I do remember thinking that was crazy.
And he took care of his little bro when he could, but I don't have the same attachment to Ace that a lot of people did. So, well, moving on.
I was a little attached.
Moving on to Whitebeard's death, and that man died on his feet.
Is there an echo in here? Because once again, it's not sad but memorable because it's not sad. He's just a really fucking cool guy.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
This is top of the list for me. Not sad but memorable.
For sure. Yeah. I'll stand by
nobody doing it like Whitebeard. No one never did. No one ever will, as far as I know.
100%.
Whitebeard went out of this world exactly the way he wanted as a fucking father.
I thought you were going to say exactly as he came in, which was standing.
Well, that may be that too.
Standing in with 500 wounds on him. What the hell happened? And
what was happening inside the womb?
He was fighting for his life.
He was like, what you didn't know is I had a twin, and only one of us were gonna make it out.
There's a couple of different animal species that this happens. I don't know which one. I don't remember off the top of my head which they are, but they just when they're tiny little amoeba-sized children, they have to fight for their life in mama's marsupial pouch or whatever. I'm pretty sure baby kangaroos do this, but I'm also not entirely confident in that. I know that there are animal species out there like fish and stuff like that, but maybe even gators. Do gators do this? Might be gators too. I don't know. Somebody out there knows.
Crazy. Yeah, not sad memorable. Crazy memorable, super peak, highest of highs.
Yes.
Just not sad, because I'm not sad. I mean, I'm sad Whitebeard died, but bro, he went out like a champ. Also,
he was
going out eventually. That man was on dialysis or some shit.
Mm-hmm,
he was a champ.
Not a single wound on his back.
Like even in this image, we just have 7 text bubbles of the narrator talking about how fucking cool he was.
Talking about his fucking 500 stab wounds, 200 gunshot wounds, 2 magma holes in his chest.
55 stabs, 55 gunshots, 55 cannibals.
And a piece of his face missing, courtesy of Akainu,
which
I don't know why the fucking anime nerfed, right? I think that was dumb.
Well,
cowards. That's why.
Cowards. On to the next.
I need to chime in on this next one. Justin, please inform the audience what they are.
In the next moment, it is Dadan crying up as well. In this moment, she finds out that Ace dies, but more importantly,
she's confronting Garp.
Garp also arrives on the island, and she's giving him a what's for it, beating him up. bro. I know this is you have talking stick, but I'm taking it.
No, go ahead, please.
Dadon, all of her lines echoed, and she just narrated my thoughts, bro. I too was and still mad at Garp. I too was. Man, Dadon was me. All right, I've never felt more seen by a character before in my life. Dadon is me. That moment, like that fucking. I made like a reel about this fucking 2 years ago, however long it's been. I still think about that sometimes. I still think about Dadon just beating the shit out of Garp as Garp just sits there and takes it like a fucking wimp and coward he is, because he's like, oh yeah, I am the bad guy, aren't I? Like, no, fuck you. You don't get to have a throw a self-pity party. Fuck you.
So I echo some thoughts. I don't necessarily echo the part about hating Garp nearly as much as you. I think that's all your own. But what I do care about is that this is really just the culmination of a mother who is already grieved over one of her children no longer being with us in Saba, which obviously comes back to life later, which is its own fucking, like, you know, shoehorned in plot fucking garbage later. But in my mind, this is a woman who raised 3 children, who's now lost a second child, and recognizes that their last child will be forever traumatized for the rest of the time that they have on this earth if they ever come back around. And for that reason, because I recognize Adana as the mother of these 3 children, she is my Kokoro. Whether it be at the bottom, that's fair. But it is my Kokoro. That's my Kokoro right there.
Yeah.
I think I concur. I was bordering between Kokoro and Spanish tier. I think at the end of the day, it's bottom of Kokoro for me. I think I enjoy this scene for what Brendan said and all of the surrounding. I think I'm like at a happy medium between you two, where you end up resenting Garp for this moment as part of it, and Dadon is just completely shattered and just reeling at what happened. And up to this point, she'd put on somewhat of a brave face, but then when faced with Garp and knowing that he didn't do anything, it's terrible. And she has Luffy on the brain the entire time and how he's going through it. I say bottom of Kokoro.
Respect.
Moving on to our next moment here. It is basically after all of this Marineford stuff is going down, basically right before time skip, Luffy just kind of he comes back from his mental break of, oh shit, my brother's dead, oh shit, my friends are gone, oh fuck, what do I do? And Jinbei has to talk him down. Also, I gotta use the bathroom so badly, and I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute, that's my bit.
Okay. All right, goodbye, Justin. Enjoy.
Sorry, I guess.
All right. Okay, while he's gone, how can we make him upset the most?
I so wish I had control of the tier list this time, because I would just shuffle so many things down to didn't feel a thing and see if he ever noticed.
That would be so rude. That would be so rude. Okay, no, this is Luffy's time. You know, this is tough, because I feel like the anime does a lot of heavy lifting in this moment in time. I feel the weight of Ace dying in front of him is objectively a sadder moment in time than what is happening here. But the anime does a really, really good job at making me believe that his entire being is being literally clouded in grief and that he might not make it out. And there's a lot to be said for that from like an emotional reflection perspective. Because there are things that dwell with you that might make you permanently go the wrong direction that you just can't shake. But I still feel like my flow chart, like, he's okay here. He's just going through the 5 stages of grief. I think this is not sad but memorable.
Oh, wow. That went way farther down than I expected you to say.
Yes.
I'm
even surprising myself. I'm surprising myself, in fact.
Yeah, it sounds like you talked yourself out of.
You know, maybe top of somebody cried. Maybe top of, or bottom of somebody cried. Bottom of somebody cried.
No,
Actually, I like that. I think bottom of somebody cried feels better for me now in my heart of hearts.
Bottom of somebody cried. I can't agree with that. I agree with somebody cried, but I would probably I think I vibe more with that than him losing the homies during the long night out. Like this is he's being ripped in two, and just the fabric of everything he thought about himself is just gone. Like beyond the part where, like, this is about losing Ace, but this is also about not being able to protect the people that he loves. And right now, it's like a combination of having lost Ace, and he's in this moment thinking about just the fact that he just feels worthless and again wasn't able to protect people. And then obviously Jinbei goes like, well, your other friends are still alive and you can go on living for them. And then it becomes a more stabilizing moment for him. But up until that point, like he's going through it all over again, like he did for Ace. I agree that objectively Ace dying in front of him like that is a sadder moment in general. I personally vibe with this moment more than Ace dying, as I've already said, that I would put Ace and Somebody Cried. But going off of this tier list, I would probably put this moment, I'd probably put it at the top of Somebody Cried. If I had it my way, it would be somewhere in Cries in Spanish, but I think top of Somebody Cried feels like a better overall average positioning for it.
I honestly, I might have been excessively critical for the sake of being contrarian. I think you've swayed me a little bit. Maybe top of Somebody Cries is a little bit more appropriate.
All right, what I miss?
Right now, we have decided top of Somebody Cried. Where do you stand?
Well, right now I can't stand because everything hurts.
Was that good, huh?
Yikes!
Oh, I wish it was. Yeah, fuck it. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Love that we've done it. We're good at this.
We're amazing.
Moving on, we have the moment Sabo died, tragically in a attack from a celestial dragon. Those bastards drowned at sea, never to be seen again.
This is this is probably going to come as a controversy from me.
Oh no.
This, I think, is a
just say it. Just say it. We know why. We know why.
I mean, it, like, in my heart of hearts, I think this is a didn't feel a thing moment, but it's probably more like a not sad but memorable, I guess, because I feel more for this moment than I do about like Shanks, I guess, but Shanks is higher. He's in sad but memorable. So
you also didn't believe for a single second that Sabo was
dead. That is also
day.
True.
That's what I thought we were going for here.
That is also part of this, is that I didn't really ever think that Sabo was dead after this moment.
I think a universal feeling in the fandom is the disbelief in Sabo's demise in this moment in time.
Yeah.
I have to rip the Band-Aid. This is a didn't feel a thing for me.
Whoa,
I think
that's crazy. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, listen. It's I know what it tries to accomplish, and I do think it still accomplishes it. It tries to demonstrate that Luffy has been here before, that it's still an important time. It's deja vu. it's hey, he got out of the dark place once, but Ace was still around to protect him. How's he going to do it without an Ace? And thankfully, he's got Jinbei in this moment in time, but he's not going to have Jinbei forever either way, blah, blah, blah. I know narratively what it's trying to accomplish, but it loses a lot of it because Oda can't fucking help himself, but to also simultaneously unkill people all the time. This is a didn't feel a thing for me.
Wow.
I guess we just put it in didn't feel a thing.
Well, what's your take? I'm curious.
I was also not sad but memorable, because I don't remember what I felt the first time watching it, because I think the first time I watched it was actually with this podcast, and I already knew that Sabo lived, and I was just trying to deflect.
But you see that raises a good point too. Maybe I'm thinking too hard. You know what makes a lot of like the really high moments of this series that are sad? worthwhile is that I know what happens and it still fucking slaps. I know Sabo survives and this moment in time loses 90% of its weight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds like didn't feel a thing.
Yeah, but he's going below Zoro.
I can actually agree with that. I think.
He says he can agree with that. Fair enough.
I think I'm fine with that.
Yes, Sabo's dead body has to separate Zoro and Sanji from getting too intimate. You know,
right? Yes,
leaving room for the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, leave room for Jesus.
Yeah. And our last moment here to round us out is the moment young Sabo reads the goodbye letter.
Young Ace.
God damn it. The moment young Ace reads the letter young Sabo wrote, as I think, what was it? Sabo, yeah, this is right before Sabo gets on the boat to like run away and be free. But obviously that doesn't happen that way.
Yeah,
and
Sabo
so
writes the letter, yeah.
Ace understands that Sabo is dead in this moment, and Sabo writes him a letter. I think it was meant for him and Luffy, or maybe just him. And I tried getting some quotes from this letter, and unfortunately couldn't find anything that was written down online. I'd have to go watch it. I didn't have time for that. But Sabo signs off the letter talking about Luffy, and he tells Ace like, hey, he's my little brother, so take care of him. And though that line was actually repeated both in the manga and in the anime when Ace meets the Straw Hats in Alabasta. Which is pretty neat.
Very neat detail.
This is a cries in Spanish moment for me, because I remember being really broken up about this.
Christian,
I think not sad but memorable.
Boy.
Whoa. Justin, I hate to do it to you. I'm also in kind of not sad but memorable. But can the problem is too much of it works only if Sabo is actually giving his final words to Ace, which I guess you can argue he is. He's giving his final words to Ace, technically. He never talked to Ace ever again after this. But like, I feel for this more than Sabo's actual demise, which is probably kind of bad. I feel more for that because like I can there's more to relate to here. There's more to like sink my teeth into here.
There's a person
but it
to
also
sympathize
goes a little
with.
hollow. Yes, it gets a little hollow because of the reality of the circumstances. For that reason,
I'm out.
I'm going to put this in Somebody Cried.
Oh, okay.
Actually, bottom of Somebody Cried. That's where I want it. That's where me personally wants this.
I'll live with that.
Yeah, I'm fine there. All right. Well,
we did it.
We managed to balance this out a little better than I thought we would. I'll be honest.
Actually, a lot more balanced than I expected.
I think we played the metagame. We played the metagame and did it fairly well. I think.
I agree. I actually, looking at it, I know we had some takes. I know
there were some takes.
Was pumping. Blood was pumping. People were heated. I think this is right. I really do. Well, there's a couple of things I'd change.
I would definitely change a bunch of things, but I think on the whole, like I'm okay.
I wouldn't change that much. I mean, I've changed a lot.
I can think of like 3 or 4 that I would probably change. Yeah.
There's really only 2 I would like really want to change. But no, I think this is good. Justin, thank you so much for putting this together. You did a great job, buddy.
Aye, Captain.
You're the best.
Very nice. Another tier list in the books. I like it. This is a good one.
Tier list.
This is a good one for the moments.
I was a little skeptic of this one going into the night. I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm like, either we're just gonna like fucking argue all night, or there's gonna be no takes. And I think we found a middle ground. We did.
Incredible. But moving on, we do have a fan mail this week because my co-hosts fucking suck. I'm making up for it. So we have an email.
You didn't give it to us last week.
You have facts. We're not doing this again. This email's from Alex. Alex writes, "Hey guys, I'm Alex. Been listening for a while now. Just catching up. Excuse me.
Are you okay?
Let me start over. No, I'm not.
Ooh ee ooh ah ooh.
Bing bang. Walla walla
bing bang.
Hey guys, I'm Alex. Been listening for a while now. Just catching up soon. I was listening to the episodes of Big Mom's backstory, and I came up with the theory Do you think the Straw Hats, if they ever get to Outbath, do you think they will survive the 15-day fasting or fail like Big Mom did and face the consequences like she did? I'm only caught up on the anime, so I don't know yet, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So, in a world where the Straw Hats go to Elbaf, and they somehow end up landing in the same time period of whatever this festival the Giants celebrate, where they fast for 15 days, do you think the Straw Hats would join them in the fast, or are they absolutely breaking the rule and then suffering the wrath of the Giants?
I mean, I feel like I have the answer. Like in my heart of hearts, I know what the answer to this question is. Should I continue, or does anyone else want the floor?
I think there's no shot Luffy makes it.
Right.
That's that's a given.
Correct.
I think there's no way without incentive Zoro makes it. I
think Zoro does fine.
Does it include alcohol?
You just give him alcohol. Yeah, just give him alcohol. I think that's fine. It's just as fast. You just don't have to eat.
All right, maybe he could survive off
alcohol.
Also,
it seems like a spiritually relevant thing for the Giants, and Zoro's agnostic at best. And I feel like he wouldn't participate.
If you just tell Zoro that at the end of this he's going to be stronger, then he's going to participate. Like the religious part doesn't matter.
Whisper a sweet nothing in his ear, like, oh yeah, no, this is really good meditation strategies, or like you're gonna be like really strong mentally when you finish this. Like only the strongest people can do this. He'd be like, well, I am the strongest, so obviously I can do it.
Yeah. I think if they're doing this as a group, largely most of them can tolerate it. But if they have to account for Luffy, then the whole group is gonna fail.
I agree with that. In fact, I'm gonna take it a step further. In my mind, this plot, I can see the plot. I see it playing out. This bit is they're on day 4 of the fast, and they're all having like a really bad time. They're like, "Oh man, this is actually kind of tough. Like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this the whole time." And like, you know, Zoro's like, I don't know, guys, I'm doing okay. And then like Nami's like, oh, okay, Zoro. And then for whatever reason, like Luffy is like totally fucking fine. And then everyone's like, how the fuck are you okay? Like we expected you to be the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turned out that like Luffy had just been eating all of the food storages. And then like one giant goes into the stockpile room and realizes that all of the food has already been eaten.
Yeah.
The food that they were saving for after the fast. Like that's what would happen.
Yeah.
Ooh,
done.
Bit closed.
Bit closed.
Well, Alex, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you for the question.
I mean, you could throw something in the ring if you have anything.
No, I think you nailed it. I think that's exactly what happens.
Yeah.
And I hope for the Giants and the Straw Hats, that the Straw Hats have better timing than that. If they
he's going straight to jail.
Yeah, don't pass go.
And then all the other Straw Hats are like, "We're so sorry. Yes, we know he deserves jail. We how do we make this up to you?
Yeah, please take him. In fact,
please just take him. We can't handle it anymore.
Maybe we just have the Straw Hats arrive on a new island in a new kingdom and don't immediately piss somebody off.
Not
Can't
possible.
Happen. Impossible.
Yeah.
Not possible.
You clickbait YouTube headline.
Straw Hat challenge impossible?
Yeah.
Actually.
Cool. Thank you again for the email.
Great question.
What do we do now?
Well, I think we close out.
Normally
right?
I'd go back to the bit from the start of the episode, but you decided to co-op that about 20 minutes ago. So
yeah, that did happen.
Honestly, I don't even know what to do with myself at this point.
Don't even remember what the bit was.
We didn't even say like anything about the social plugs or nothing.
Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Panda Sightings.
I was making sure.
You can email us like shit, what was the emailer's name again?
Alex.
I was going to say Zach, but I knew that wasn't right. Alex. You can email us like Alex at pandasightings@gmail.com. You can find the link tree in our socials by getting to the link tree. You can go to the Discord where there's a whole lot of people who love this show too and are definitely going to want to talk about what we did here tonight because they always have something to say when we do tier lists, and this one's going to hit different. This one might
I
hit
think this one's
different
gonna
than
hurt.
even the parents' tier list, to be honest with you.
And
And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what people say about this one. So be sure to join the Discord so that you can also be mad along with a whole lot of other people. And you can, if you'd like to support us monetarily, you can currently do so. The only way to do that is really through our Redbubble for the time being. And where we got a bunch of merch, stickers, and stuff. It's great. Some of it is from our last overarching merch drop, which we will be doing again at some point. So don't you worry that you missed out now, because there will be more in the future. And rate us 5 stars, comment on whatever platform you listen on. We'll go through them from time to time. If we're ever like really backed up on, or not backed up, but lacking for emails, sometimes we'll go through those and see what people have said. So don't be afraid.
Also, producer shout-outs, Taco and It's Me Rabbit.
Yes, that. Producer shout-outs. Very nice.
And you too could become a producer for the Lolo. I'm not.
I mean, you could have in the past, but currently we're reworking the system again. So
it'd be like that.
We are. It's gonna be cool though. Be on the lookout for that at some point.
Hell yeah!
All right.
Well, I really need to go wash my hands because I don't want to get jalapeno on my eyeballs again. So
well, I mean that's.
So I'm just gonna.
That is fair,
go.
But you might have to go a little farther than you thought, because I also broke all of the faucets in this building, and I took all the
Christian-
soap with me too.
Dude, are you okay? Like, what happened?
It's my villain arc, baby. It's not over yet until we start Wano. So now I'm doubling down. I'm tripling down. These are homegrown jalapenos too, so they hit even differenter.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! All right, well,
Also,
thank you, Christian.
I think he slipped a jalapeno in my food or something, because my butthole was burning during that bathroom break.
Okay, I need to get out of here before anything.
It's going to be a
held liable for what is
bloodbath.
about to happen.
Bye, everybody.
Stay safe out there, kids. Don't touch the jalapenos.
Or do.